Yo, what's up with y'all, man? I hope you're doing good. If you're new and you're a fan of the NBA, subscribe to this channel. So let's get straight into it.
Like it's Minute Maid, hijack 4, renegade, 24, number 8, Kobe shit fade away, ballin' since 11th grade, still in school, let them hate.
Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, all of those players and several others have been the faces of this league for the last 6, 7, 8, 10 years now. And as great as it's been watching some of them reinvent the game and change the way history has been written, it just can't be like this forever. Nothing is forever. Just about everything you see in life is temporary. All of these memories though that we're able to attain in our brain is a forever type thing. Energy never dies, and it is one of those forever type things. A continuous cycle, and sooner than later in the NBA, there's gonna be a new, fresher cycle of faces in the league. And all those faces that I'm talking about just entered the league a few years ago and have given all of us glimpses and flashes, but certain players gave me certain flashes that marinated in my head. The word is reverie. Reverie is what I experienced, pleasantly being lost in your thoughts. I experienced this though with just not any type of player. It happened with only the future faces of this league. Every single specific player in this video has something that nobody else on this planet of Earth has. And that's a chance to be either the best or one of the best at their position and one of the also praised faces of this league. But let's pump the brakes for just a second, because right before we get into this vibe, you already know what's about to go down. Let me cut the crap. Evolve, the clothing brand. Big changes are happening over there. First off, I want to let you know that another launch is happening on October 9th. And super exclusive limited pieces are dropping over there. And when I say limited, I swear to God, I mean limited. I think I made like 15, maybe 20 shirts. These pieces right here are precious, and I made them so limited for a reason. So to give some of you guys a head start on this new launch, there's a pre-order going on right now as we speak. It's live. Not one, not two, not three. Oh, we have 3 pieces dropped over there, and also I believe a phone case dropped over there as well. So that way you can rock one of the best up and coming brands on your phone for iPhone and Samsung if you sadly have one of those. So yeah, support me, one of your favorite basketball creators on this entire platform, and yeah, go copy something and look fresh just like me. Exclusively on Evolve. And also, right before we get into this vibe-worthy video, make sure you go ahead and check out the podcast channel that run with that man Rusty Buckets. In the last episode that we posted, me, Rusty, and a special guest Rudy broke down and dissected a whole bunch of teams that could possibly make a trade. Some of them are your favorite teams. Go ahead and check it out. All the links will be in the description and also maybe in the comment section too. So I noticed that over the last few months, the Jaren Jackson Jr. hype train has boarded a lot of new people. And of course, I just gotta flex how early I was on board. I swear to God, I will not lie to you. Back in his college days, it was just me, myself, and Max on the Jaren Jackson Jr. train. And these days, the hype train is so damn crowded that I can't even get in comfortably anymore. And the only reason it is like that is because of the same exact things that I sat here and preached 2017, summer 2017 to be exact. So I believe the Hawks should take Jaren Jackson Jr. Now, before you Hawks fans spaz out, let me tell you why. I swear to y'all, man, I believe Jaren Jackson Jr. is the most slept on lottery pick. Why, you may ask? Well, it's probably because he didn't throw out eye-popping stats in college. He only averaged 11 and 6 in 22 minutes of play, and he only attempted about 6 shots per game in college, and nearly half of those attempts were threes. So he really didn't get a bunch of opportunity because he'd often put himself in foul trouble, and that would limit his minutes. But if we take a look at his skill set, his game perfectly translates into the NBA today. Jaren Jackson Jr. is the best defender and three-point shooting big in this draft. He shot nearly 40% from 3 this year on nearly 3 attempts per game. He completely blows out every other big in the lottery, and that includes DeAndre Ayton and Marvin Bagley in that category. So not only does his shooting stand out, but this man is an absolute terror defensively. Jaren has a knack for defense. He averaged 3 blocks a game in just 22 minutes of play this year. So he's also one of the best rim protectors in this draft. And even if he's away from the rim, he still has an ultra positive effect on defense because he can guard smaller players extremely well due to his mobility. So in 2 of the biggest, most important aspects of today's NBA, Jaren Jackson excels at. Nah, yeah, you didn't hear wrong, you heard right. I said I originally wanted Jaren Jackson Jr. And of course, like, obviously I'm not mad at all. I am beyond blessed to have that man Trae Young on my team. And trust me, we'll get into that man just a little bit later. Since that video was made, Jaren has gotten even better at his strengths. This man literally just turned 20 in the month of September, and he's already one of the better defenders this league has to offer. The only reason why Jaren Jackson Jr. is a part of this vibe is because he has a very strong chance of becoming the best 4 in this league. Since I'm damn near a god, I already know I'm gonna see some Giannis Antetokounmpo as a power forward too. What about him? That position discussion is a whole headache. Just stick to this topic of this video. People who think like that are literally no fun at parties, so please stay that side, away from us. I think that way because of the combination of skill, size, and natural instincts that he has. Jaren this summer also reportedly grew another inch or two and now stands at 7'1". Out of all these great, amazing young forwards that we have today in this league, and Larry Markkinen, John Collins, and maybe even Zion Williamson if he turns out to be great, I'm not thinking about any of them. I'm sorry, look, Larry Markkinen, he's one of my favorite players. John Collins, you already know what's going on. And Zion Williamson, I like that man too, but screw them all at this point because I'm taking Jaren Jackson Jr. I'm putting all of my belief into that man being better than all of them. He's one of those rare players in the league who has the ability to be a Hall of Famer easily and also win an MVP along with the Defensive Player of the Year. How many times have we seen that in the NBA? Not too many. In my mind, Jaren Jackson Jr. will be one of the 6 Infinity Stones in this league. As long as that man remains healthy and stays determined, then I don't know what's gonna stop him in his career. The next stone that might be set in place is Luka Doncic. Before the 2018 draft took place, many were actually questioning just how good he was, because you already know how the story goes. He's an overseas player, and most overseas players who get drafted so high in the draft don't shape out too well in the NBA. That stigma right there was basically attached to him like white on rice, and it rubs people the wrong way. One of his main criticisms was his quickness and athleticism, but obviously, I'll say it again, none of that matters if you are skilled. I've been preaching this for the last like 1-2 years, but of course I'll say it again, none of that matters. It doesn't matter, and low-key is a benefit to you if your game is based around skill and not athletic traits, because athletic traits obviously wear out. There's nothing, literally nothing on the offensive side of the ball that this man cannot do. The step back three, slow but effective breakdown, and a high IQ, that's his game. This man damn near made the All-Star game in his first season in the league. It's safe to say that he'll probably have the best chance as being regarded as the best shooting guard in the NBA, having potential MVPs and maybe even championships coming his way down the road. When this man steps on the court, he just gives off a certain vibe. Really, all of these players do. They give off a feeling of security. Everything is gonna be okay once he's on the floor. When the offense seems like it's in a chaotic state, throw it to Luka, or even better, throw it to Trae Young to calm the storm. So I guess this is the part where I talk about Trae Young. Love him or hate him, no matter your opinion on this 21-year-old guard, his potential greatness is just undeniable. Now yes, this man is a 6'1", at max 2 point guard, and he isn't a wing, lengthy of any sort, or blessed with physical attributes that'll really give him some advantages over competition. Trae Young is a normal-sized human, but he was blessed with ridiculous peripheral vision and a burner with an extendo scope attached to his right arm. Man's is a shooter, a sniper from hell. The combo of him being a lethal scorer from almost anywhere on the court puts him over the top of every single young point guard in the NBA, unless that man Ben Simmons just gains a jumper from nowhere. When Ben Simmons does, then we can talk, but until then, this man Trae Young. Trae's potential and room for greatness is just too overwhelming to contain. Now yes, he may not be the best on defense, and his effort and focus may be in question at times. But even with those minor flaws, it really doesn't and shouldn't affect his greatness compared to his peers, like, for example, De'Aaron Fox. These past 2 months, these two players right here have been getting compared a lot to each other. And honestly, I just believe that there's levels to this. And I do not feel like there's another young point guard in the NBA right now who could be one of the top 5 to 7 faces in this league. The only young point guard in the NBA right now that may be a real threat to Trae Young in the future is, of course, as stated earlier, Ben Simmons. This man just gained the jump. And if that doesn't happen, then yeah, De'Aaron Fox may be the next man up to threaten his throne. De'Aaron's future in this league is just about as bright as it gets. He has physical advantages over many thanks to his speed, height, and athleticism. But all of those advantages, to me, just isn't enough to surpass Trae's greatness. Because Trae has a chance to have Steph-esque, not Curry totally, okay? Esque type of impact on the game. I love De'Aaron Fox. Believe it or not, he's my second favorite young point guard in the NBA. But it's just the way things are, at least in my mind. That is my truth. My truth may not be your truth, and that's totally fine, but it is my truth. The Boston Celtics tend to be one of the more disliked franchises in the league. In the face of their future, Jason Tatum attracts a lot of undeserving hate his way. And I feel like ever since he had that ridiculous playoff run back in 2018 and created key memories and moments to help push that depleted Celtics team as far as they possibly could go, people for some reason just love to downplay his talent. As if he is not a 6'8" silky smooth scorer. As if he isn't a 6'8" silky smooth scorer who isn't limited in any type of way offensively. He's your modern day scoring wing. Year in and year out, teams throw up prayers in the NBA draft and try to select dudes like this, or even attain a guy like this in free agency. People like him do not come out too often. So for someone like Jason Tatum to consistently get lowballed by other people in this community is just childish. Last year, even through all of the weirdness and adversity, he was still able to increase his points, rebounds, and assists. And this season, I expect those many improvements to take a considerable leap. And in what, 6, 7, maybe 8 years, Jason Tatum could be at full form star status in this league. Reminder, the NBA is going to see fresh faces at the top, and a few of those fresh faces need to be at the top of the game and will be. This video right here was basically just my guess of who will be towards the tippity top of the food chain in a few years. That is who I think will be at the top of the game. Now obviously you got your Karl Anthony Towns, Nikola Jokic, Devin Booker, and so on and so forth. Oh, and also Giannis, of course he's gonna be there. Them dudes will probably be at the top instead of the dudes I just mentioned. You never know. But that is my personal list of young players who will be at the top of the league. Now I want you to give me yours down below in the comment section. And please, no rookies. I could easily put Ja Morant and Zion Williamson in this video, but they're rookies and we have to see what they got before we put them on this list, before guys like Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, and etc. But yeah man, this is the end of the video. I really do appreciate you for taking time out of your beautiful, magnificent, marvelous day to come over here and watch me talk about basketball again. That is insanely dope of you to do so. And yeah, right before you leave, I'm gonna need you to do several things. Of course, make sure you go ahead and leave a like on this video, comment under this video, and share this video with all your other friends. And also make sure to follow me on my Instagram page and support the latest release on the Evolve site. Go ahead, get fresh, and support your boy. But until then, I'll get right with you. Make the day great.
No way, remember back when I couldn't get a play, no home, I ain't have a place to stay, I got to work, made it certain, free the way, told my girl who'd ever thought.